The spotlight's down. The lights are off. Ladies and gentlemen, it is sectional wrestling here at Mishawaka High School. Alongside Drew Mason and Jim Flatt, I'm Isaac Hayes, here bringing you tonight's finals for the sectional wrestling tournament. We've had an interesting day here, Drew, haven't we?
We definitely have had an interesting day.
Take us through some of the stuff we've seen so far.
We've seen some wrestlers that are ranked in the state go down to guys filling in for varsity guys. We've seen guys seated low beating guys seated high. We've just seen everything here today. It's been a great day of wrestling.
And we're going to run through these weight classes real quick. At 113, we'll have Ryan Purvis facing off against Christopher Peacock. And then at 120, we'll have Brody Fogarty against Braden McMillan. At 126, we'll have Brendan Mark facing off against Darren Begley from Penn. At 132, we'll have Vince Sparrow from Penn facing off against Todd Hardy from South Bend, Washington. At 138, we'll have Droshawn Lewis, who won the NIC here, against Isaac Valdez of Mishawaka. At 145, we'll have Simeon Norton from South Bend Riley against Keegan Maybe from Mishawaka. 152, it'll be Josiah Marsh from South Bend Riley against Cameron Powell from Mishawaka. At 160, we'll have AJ Steenbeck from Penn against Johnny Scott from St. Joe. 170, it'll be Cody Timmerman of Mishawaka facing off against Kenneth Lax of South Bend Clay. 182, it'll be Joseph Walker from Mishawaka against Ahmad Al-Khalil from South Bend Riley. At 195, it'll be Jacob Laplace from Mishawaka against Ben Call from Penn. And at 220, it'll be Johnathan Thomas against Alejandro Fuentes Ortiz of South Bend Riley. And then at 285, it'll be Ezekiel DeVault against Sergio Bueno from South Bend Riley. So a star-studded lineup tonight.
Well, if you look at it, a lot of these spots, we've got the 1 seed against the 2 seed. I guess the big surprise is a couple of the Mishawaka wrestlers that hit the ranked guys earlier in the tournament. Slade being one of them from Penn, going down early, a senior.
That was probably the most surprising match of the day when the freshman Valdez beat Slade, the senior from Penn. That was entertaining. This place was going insane.
So you guys are both very, very big wrestling fans, very big known people throughout the area. What match today should we look most forward to?
Well, basically, this whole tournament is Mishawaka against the world, I guess is the best way to put it. You've got 11 from Mishawaka into the finals. They're up, going into the placement round here, the championship round. It's the question of who from South Bend, who from basically is going to win and mess up Penn's chance at the number 2 spot, team-wise. And you can see Clay wrestler. You've got 4 Riley wrestlers out there. So it's going to be, because right now, if I'm not mistaken, Mishawaka first, Riley second, Penn third.
Yep. It's
tight there for second and third. So I think you're pretty much not being biased or anything, but Mishawaka's pretty much got this thing sewn up. It's the matter of, what are the South Bend schools going to do to impede Penn from getting the second place spot? So what match would you? I think that we got some good matches here. I think we got some that are going to be a little lopsided, unfortunately, just because you got a couple studs from Mishawaka that are coming in undefeated. You don't think that those matches are going to go too long. Riley strong in the middle. They've got some kids that won the NIC in the middle. So I mean, and of course you got the stud puppy at heavyweight for Penn. I mean, everybody always. So, I mean, we're going to have some matches that will go quick. We're going to have some matches that go long. It's just a matter of, again, how are the South Bend schools going to deter Penn today?
Yep. But an individual match that I'm looking forward to right now is this first 106 match between Macedo and Chavez. We saw them wrestle at the Al Smith earlier this season, and it was Chavez's first match of the year. Him being a freshman, his first varsity match versus the junior Macedo from Riley, and it was a great match. I think it was a 2-3 point match. Chavez came out the victory, and I'm excited to see that one again.
And we would like to announce that next Saturday, Wrestling Regionals at Penn, the Mishawaka Network will be there to bring you guys that live as well from the Palace.
That'll be a fun one, too. A couple new guys coming in from different sectionals, guys that we're going to see win. So next weekend from this sectional, it'll be entertaining.
And the top 4 are heading to East Chicago.
That one's a grinder, let me tell you. East Chicago. It's eat or beaten down there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, when you hit East Chicago, there's just one more step to the big show.
Yep. See, we've seen this matchup too here on the Mishawaka Network between Timmerman and Lax. It'll be a good one. Last time we wrestled, I believe Timmerman got the fall, but we're going to see a good one again here in the sectional championship at 170.
Another match we've seen a lot is Jake LaPlace and Ben Call going at it at 195. And LaPlace tends to, well, the matches I've seen, LaPlace tends to pin Call in that second round.
You know, we've seen it a lot because they probably wrestled probably 5 times a year, it feels like, but they wrestle all the time together. And it's always decent in the first period, and then it feels like LaPlace always takes it away. And we've seen this matchup a lot, too, between Al-Khalil and Walker. It's usually a fun one because, if you know Al-Khalil personally, he's just a big old goofball. And then you got Joe Walker committed to Michigan. That one's always a great matchup just to see those guys who are friends wrestle. It's fun.
2 Mishawaka wrestlers committed to wrestle in college next year. Of course, Jake LaPlace at Indiana Tech and then Joe Walker at Michigan.
And I believe it was announced senior night that Brendan Mark will also be going to Indiana Tech with Jake LaPlace. I don't know if that's 100% official, but that was said at our senior night.
Yep.
And both LaPlace and Walker both expected to make deep runs in this state tournament.
Yeah, both of them. Walker ranked number 1 in the state, LaPlace ranked number 2 in the state. I'm excited to see what they do down the state stretch. It'll be fun. We got a lot of ranked wrestlers here at this tournament for sure in the sectional. We got, let's see who's ranked.
Just in the semi-state.
In the semi-state. We got a lot ranked in the semi-state here.
And that comes from IndianaMat.com that we got this, and they ranked the top 10 going to the East Chicago semi-state.
So we pretty much got someone from every weight class, it looks to me like.
Wrong sheet, my apologies.
All right, here we go. Here's our everybody ranked in the semi-state right now. At 106, we have Xavier Chavez from Mishawaka, who's ranked 7th in the semi-state. 13, we have Ryan Purvis, who's ranked 3rd, who looks like he's going to make a good run here at the state tournament. Brody Fogarty from Mishawaka ranked 8th, who's been wrestling great lately, just pinning a lot of guys. Brendan Mark, like we said, ranked 4th, who's a qualifier at 26 last year, who's had another great year, great senior season. Darren Bagley from Penn, who's ranked 8th and at 26 with Mark. They both had a couple great matches here this year, going back and forth. Mark usually takes the win in that match, but it's very close every time. Vince Sparrow, who we've seen a lot here at Mishawaka, he qualified last year at 120. Todd Hardy, he's the Todd Hardy from Washington, who's had a great senior year also, a well-known wrestler here who's ranked. Droshan Lewis from Riley is ranked in the semi-state 3rd in the semi-state. He's going to make a run, I believe. He's had a great year also.
But if you look next on the list, you got Slate from Penn. He's out of the tournament.
Yes, Slate from Penn, that was an upset
He lost
today.
and then was injury default later on into the tournament at his senior year.
I would hate to interrupt, but
no problem, guys.
We're going to have to pause here for the national anthem.
All right.
And we are back.
I'm excited to see some wrestling here. This first match is one I'm very excited for. At 6, we got Macedo from Riley and Chavez from Mishawaka. This is going to be a great matchup.
Little guy is always bringing the action.
Oh, yeah, always moving. 100 miles an hour.
And we would just like to say that if the championship matches end rather quickly, we will then go over to the third place match.
And who's going to be in this third place match at 106?
The third place match at 106 is going to be Evan Usti from Penn against Aaliyah Hall from South Bend, Washington. And Xavier Chavez versus Adriel Macedo is now underway at 106.
Got a lot of motion. Macedo getting in on the leg early. Chavez getting that back leg. Macedo with the takedown as he gets a leg. And they're on their feet. And that's 2 reversal from Chavez right there. That's going to make it 2-2 right off the bat.
Standing reversal for Chavez.
Yep.
1:13 remaining in the first period.
Chavez breaks him down flat. Looking for an armbar there. Digging wrist, there's cross face. See, that's the difference we've already seen in this match. Macedo's hips are kind of everywhere when he was on top, and we see Chavez just breaking him down, keeping good hips, looking for turns, and Macedo was kind of everywhere, just kind of riding around, just trying to ride the bull, it seemed like. Breaks him down flat again.
Macedo briefly up to his base, trying to come back up.
Yep. And it looks like we're going to have a fall for the third, fourth place match.
Penn with winner.
As Usti defeats Hall over there in third place.
Again, not only the championship placement, but you're looking at the placement over in the second mat that's going to make the difference between second and third.
Yep. He's looking to get that chicken wing over. He just can't get him quite to go to his other hip here. Switches to a half.
3 seconds remaining in the first period. And that'll end it at 2-2.
Chavez is looking good on top right now. That's what I've seen. Chavez selects down. Macedo covers.
Trying to slip the leg back in.
Yep. It looks like he's going to lock up ahead. Nope. Rolls through, back on top. Macedo keeps control. He gets that leg in there. It doesn't look very deep yet. He's got that leg in now.
Legs in, forearm.
And as we see, he's got that brace on that right shoulder, and he's just yanking on it right now. And
1 minute remaining.
as they go out of bounds. Macedo covers. Chavez looking to stay in bounds to get an escape, and he kind of almost like freezes at the out of bounds line. And they're going to go out of bounds once again. He gets that Navy ride there. Gets out.
Ooh.
Oh. Ah. Looked like he was just kind of going to squirm out of there. Oh.
Granby roll.
Granby almost got him in trouble right there, but he got back where he needed to be. They're going to hit Macedo with a stalling call.
Staying on the hips with no advancement. Gives him the stalling call. It's a warning first time.
Chavez pops up right up the whistle, trying to get that last second escape to end the period. And he doesn't get it.
No.
Stephen Stanford, Mishawaka's coach, coming over to talk to the official. It looked close, but he kind of kept that ankle.
I think he kept that ankle long enough. I honestly thought he had it, and then listening to the buzzer, I'd have to say no, and we're going to talk about it here. The one good thing about the finals, we got two officials. They can concur with each other.
It's going to be a close call. I don't know.
Riley's already called.
And they're going to give him the escape.
Riley's going neutral. Should be 3-2.
3-2. That's what I thought. Oh, and that looks like it's going to be a takedown there.
Nope. No control yet, and out of bounds.
And we're going to go back new. That was a nice takedown right there by Chavez, who didn't get his two because the great sit out there by Macedo.
Nice counter. Riley's got to be aggressive. They're down one.
And he takes a shot, gets put to his back. That looks, they're not going to give back points or any control to anybody.
We're still neutral. We're still neutral. The hands are out. Still neutral.
And it looks like Riley's going to get 2 points.
That makes it 4-3.
Chavez is down one with a minute 30 remaining in the period.
Rode him real well in the second period, so let's see if he can ride him for another 120. And a reminder that he has been warned for stalling.
Chavez isn't doing much on bottom right now, just kind of waiting, playing the waiting game. And they're going to call stalling on Macedo to tie this one up at 4.
Again, Coach Flatt from Riley's coming out. His question's going to be, what was the bottom guy doing?
And from up here,
Same
it looked like neither of them were doing much.
And we were discussing this earlier today. As you stay on those hips, be prepared to be nailed for stalling. And that's exactly what Riley did. They're staying on the hips. He's not moving to one side or another to advance. So,
and Jim, correct me if I'm wrong, but the coach from Riley is your brother, correct?
Yes,
and
he
you
is.
used to coach at Marion.
I used to coach at Marion.
And you are a former official as well.
Yeah, I've got 14 years experience. I did 8 sectionals in my time.
And there he gets 2. There we go. 2 points. That'll put him up
7-4.
7-4.
Because he let him up neutral.
Yep.
We're under a minute now going in the third period. First championship match at 106.
And he's just going to dig that left arm, trying to turn him. We got 40 seconds remaining in the match.
And exactly what I thought. The Riley coach is now going. He's on his hips. Now what are you going to do? And the official properly stalemated it.
Yeah, neither guy was doing much there.
No,
so
you stalemate him first. They go back to it again. Then you can nail him for stalling.
And he's got that wing in. He's got to do something with it, though.
You got to remember, Mishawaka hasn't been warned yet, so he can hang on this for a while. He's got a 3-point lead.
20 seconds remaining. No stalling call. And he's looking to turn him. And he just hops right back on those hips. 10 seconds remaining. Chavez up 7-4 over Macedo.
Here come the Caveman crowd.
And there it is, a 7-4 win for Xavier Chavez. What a start to a freshman career. Comes out his first tournament is the conference tournament, the NIC. Wins that, comes to the sectional as the second tournament, and wins that on the regionals. What a great start.
If I'm not mistaken, he came in at 5-0.
He came in
This sectionals.
He came in 3-0.
3-0?
5-0.
5-0. I thought it was.
5-0. His first.
So, yeah.
His first turn was the NIC.
Okay.
Oh, and then we had a dual meet in between. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. 5-0.
And next up at 113 for the championship match, we'll have Ryan Purvis of Penn facing off against Christopher Peacock of Mishawaka.
Riley and Adams on the consolation mat.
Chris Peacock going in for the early shot right at the whistle on Purvis. Purvis sprawls, gets around, gets his 2. We've seen Purvis a lot this year. He's dominant on the mat. These conference sectional wrestlers that he's wrestled, he's just dominated completely, and he's had a great year. He's looking to thread the needle here. Getting to that far ankle, coming around to the front, getting that arm bar out.
Back pocket.
And he turns him.
Near fall criteria right now with 104 remaining.
And he
Penn
gets the fall. Then we got Coach Scruggs on the mat over here in the 3rd, 4th place match.
The 3rd, 4th place match is Darius Dickerson of South Bend Riley against Andrew Hernandez from South Bend Adams. Currently, Hernandez is up 2-0 with 41 seconds left in the first period.
Riley on defense right now with the stand-up. Heading to the inbounds line, coming back.
These guys just putting on a throw show for us up here.
That's nice.
As Dickerson lands on top.
Got the
reversal.
Full Nelson illegal move. That'll make it 3-2. 10 seconds remaining. Remember, in the consolations, we're going 1-2-2, unlike the championship where we go 2-2-2. So that first period's going to go quick.
Nice transition there to the single to keep control. Can he hang on to end the period? And it looks like he's going to, and he does.
Three-two, Adams up, going into the second period now at the 113-pound consolation match. Reminder that 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th go to Penn for the regionals next week.
Not much action this far into the second period. A lot of wrist control fighting here, a lot of hand fighting we're seeing. And it looks like Dickerson going in for the single. A deep whizzer from Hernandez. Front head. And he gets around for 2. Oh. Dickerson with the reversal, puts him to his back. He locks up the headlock. It's tight. And then Hernandez spins out of it, and he's trying to turn him to his back. Is he going to get it with the reverse half?
Had 3 near fall, and now we've reversed back. Adams is reversed back.
I don't know where he's trying to go from here with that offhand. He hooks the near leg, and he locks up a headlock. Looks like that. And there's the fall.
Adams Hernandez with the win. Junior came in with 11-12 record against the freshman for Riley.
Coming up next at the 120-pound weight class, it'll be Brody Fogarty of Mishawaka, who comes in with a record of 23-6 against Braden McMillan from Penn, who comes in with a record of 14-6.
Again, another 1 and 2 seed going against each other, and of course it is always a war when Mishawaka and Penn go against each other.
For the third, fourth place matches, it'll be Zach Pfluger of South Bend Riley against Max Zeus of South Bend Clay.
Zeus, the stepson of Hall of Fame coach Hartman from Clay.
And from my understanding, he's a swimmer, too, on the Clay swim team.
Fogarty going to the single leg right away. Misses it out.
Starting to throw a bulldog here. It just won't go. And there it goes. Fogarty getting in those grapevines
He
to get those legs under
We could be
control.
in
And there's the fall. There's the fall for Fogarty.
24 seconds. 24 seconds on the fall here for the Cavemen, another champion.
A nice quick work there from Brody Fogarty.
Like I said, as the day progresses, we're going to have some matches that are going to be quick. We're going to have some matches that are going to take some time here. Good talent all around.
Now we'll go over to the third, fourth place match where Pfluger holds a 2-1 lead over Max Zeus.
You got St. Joe and Clay over there.
Yeah, we got Hernandez and Zeus over here.
Yeah. Now, Drew, you've been through it before. I mean, there is an importance to be a sectional champion, number one, because the first round you're going to go against a fourth placer from another sectional.
Yeah, last year winning the sectional was huge because, you go in and you wrestle, a guy that takes fourth. That kind of brings your confidence in there knowing that you won. You wrestle a guy that has fourth. It's almost just like a big confidence booster knowing that you have a little easier way through the tournament.
Exactly. Gives you an easier start to the route. And of course, you get a runner-up, you're going against the third placer, and so on and so on.
And just a correction here, Max Zeus from Clay is wrestling Sergio Hernandez from South Bend St. Joe.
Zeus up 5-2.
Zeus on that single. Hernandez looking to, I thought he was going to lock up a cradle there with how close he was,
right
and there it is. And he loses it.
They get near fall criteria.
And he gets three. And that'll put Hernandez in the lead 7-5 with 1:30 remaining in the second period.
He's got the needle threaded there.
He does. I have no idea what he's looking to do with it. And there he lets Zeus back in on that single.
Close to the inbound line here, so if we get one roll, we might be going back to the middle, and that should be it. Yep.
Zeus from Clay having that weird, funky style of wrestling because he's so long and lanky at the weight class he's at. I've seen him lock up a Splato standing up straight up. It's quite crazy what he does.
He likes him some legs.
Yes, he does. As Hernandez gets that wing and breaks him down. Hernandez has a half. He's looking to get the turn. Does he have a wing? I believe he does. He's looking to step over the head to get that wing over. And Zeus gets up and gets in on another single. He's got to pop his head out. He's got 3, 2. Nope.
Nice job by Hernandez hanging onto that head, keeping him from.
Yeah, that's a big difference maker in a match going into the third period tied, different than up 2.
Yep. Hernandez, he's a junior. He came in with a 12-3 mark.
Zeus getting in on that single. Nice crossfit, and then he goes right to his back. Zeus gets 2.
Ties it up, 7-7. Zeus with a 28-4 record in his junior season coming into today.
And there he goes looking for that second leg.
He likes to go for the banana splits cradle. There's no doubt about it, and I think that's what he's trying to work again here.
Open Hernandez gets ahead, and he's looking to headlock. Nope, and Zeus stays on top. But Hernandez still has the head.
Yeah, he's scratching that out. I was wondering why he was calling 2. He had control the whole time. I know it wasn't near fall. Should still be 7-7.
There he goes looking to turn him. Can't get it. He's got to get that ankle in there. If he wants to turn it in there, he gets the ankle. He's going. And there it is. Looks like it's going to be a
near
fall
criteria right now.
Just like we were talking about seconds ago, him in that spladle, the banana splits, he locks it up again.
And it's difficult to pin somebody. I mean, you're going to get your near fall points, which is what he needs. He can spend time on the legs. No offense, but a lot of times you can use the legs to stall a lot.
Yeah. We almost saw the banana splits win a match here to go to a championship between James Smith and Cameron Powell today. That was pretty entertaining, that match.
We're down under 10 seconds now. My apologies. Basketball hoops in the way. We're down to 3. Another one. No near fall.
And Zeus is going to get the 10-7 win over Hernandez. And we're back into finals matches.
Coming up now at the 126 weight class, it'll be Brendan Mark of Mishawaka, who comes in with a 28-6 record against Darren Begley from Penn with a 21-12 record. And in the third, fourth place match, it is Malik Hobbs from South Bend, Washington, and Ray Frazee from South Bend, Riley.
And we've seen Begley and Mark wrestle plenty of times this season already. I think they've wrestled 3 or 4 times. And it's always a great match. It's always a 2-3 point match every time they wrestle. So I'm excited for this one.
And the match is now underway.
Down to 120 remaining in the first period. We're going out of bounds. We're going to try this again, neutral. Again, and I think you'll agree with me, you've wrestled each other so many times, you're feeling a little more than what you would against the guy that, you know, you've only seen once or hadn't seen before.
Absolutely, especially when you've had close matches with this same guy so many times.
Exactly. You don't want to make that one mistake, so you're going to feel a little more. Again, we're 1 minute into the period, no points yet. We're still neutral.
But as we've seen Brendan Mark throughout the season, we know he likes to. He's great on his feet. He likes to bang on the head and just work you. And there he is. There's that takedown for 2. With 45 seconds remaining in the first period, Mark goes up 2-0. But yeah, like I was saying, he likes to bang on his feet. He's a big hand fighter. That's where he's gonna dominate someone on their feet.
And out of bounds. Warning.
And they're going to hit him with a stalling warning.
Guess I'm going to call that one not returning him to the mat in a proper time. That's why you got the stalling. So he's trying to go to a cradle here. And neutral, 2-1 with 22 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that one's always tough when you're behind a guy trying to return to a mat off the stand-up and you're going to hit with stalling. You're worrying about stalling, worrying about where you are going out of bounds, trying to get him back to the mat. That one's tough. Mark gets a reversal and gets
takedown.
Takedown.
Takedown. 4-1. 4 seconds remaining, first period. Now, one thing you got to remember, Drew, it's not the matter of you have to bring your opponent down to the mat. You have to make an attempt to bring the guy down. So you can make 4 or 5 attempts within a 10-second period and still not get nailed for stalling. So it's an attempt situation. If you're not making the attempt, then, of course, you're going to get hit for stalling.
Yeah, from there we could see he was just kind of hanging, waiting, seeing where he would go.
Looks like South Bend, Washington's winning on the consolation mat against Riley.
As Begley gets another escape on Mark, making it 2-4 with 1:45 remaining in the second period.
And
Mark with the double underhooks.
This used to be the old way back in the Henry Wilk days, as the Penn guys would take you to the inbounds line and then try to pick something. Mark pretty much trying to do that right now for Mishawaka.
He's got that front head. As he goes for a shot.
Out of bounds, they're going back neutral with 1:17 remaining in the second period.
Mark's staying heavy on that head. That's tough to wrestle like that with your head below your waist almost, how you're wrestling like that. Head at your waist, it's tough. As Begley with the shot attempt, a nice defensive takedown there for Mark. To go up 6-2.
35 seconds remaining in the second period. Caveman out in front of Penn. And back out of bounds. We'll go back to the middle.
Mark going to that single off the stand-up from Begley, returning him to the mat.
Begley pretty much surfboarding for a minute. Now we're going with the crossface. Post on the leg. He's got the cradle. Looked like he was going for it, but time's running out. 6-2 at the end of the second period. Mishawaka's choice, and they will take the defensive position to start the third period. Mark up to his base, and the escape comes up. 7-2, 1:45 remaining in the match. Going back to the front headlock.
Begley taking another shot, and Mark just doing the same thing he's been doing the whole match, just waiting for Begley to shoot and then scoring off the sprawl.
Sitting again on the inbounds line. Hey, Begley's got to be aggressive here. 1:16 remaining, down by 5. We have to look for a takedown and near fall right now. I mean, there's not a lot of time here.
Well, as we saw over there right before that, he was looking for the throw there for sure.
Yeah, he was definitely looking for the Drew Mason headlock there.
Hey, if it works, it works, man. I'm telling you. There it is.
There he goes again.
And it does not work. It's going to backfire and give Mark.
Mark should have control. There it is, 9-2, 50 seconds remaining.
And they're looking to call.
Looked like a 1 count.
He's got that wing in tight. He's looking to hit that tilt again. He's got to go a little more. Expose that back. Another 1 call.
1 call.
30 seconds left here in the third period.
As Mark has a pretty demanding lead here at 9-2 with 20 seconds remaining.
And it's looking like we're going to have another Mishawaka champion with 10 seconds remaining. 9-2 is the score right now.
I don't think many people are complaining around here with the Mishawaka champion. As Brendan Mark takes the 9-2 win to advance to the regional.
And now coming up next at the 132-pound weight class, it'll be Vince Sparrow from Penn coming in with a 25-6 record against Todd Hardy from South Bend, Washington with a 20-3 record. And in the third, fourth place match, it'll be Mishawaka's very own Jordan Bonk against Javante Jacobs from South Bend Riley.
Sparrow, the senior for Penn, in the gold. Go South Bend Washington in their white and green.
This is our first match without a Mishawaka wrestler in the finals, but we still got Vince Sparrow. As we know, he went to John Young back in middle school, so Sparrow getting in on that single on Hardy. Hardy almost tripping him there. That was nice. Nice balance there on 1 foot.
Something unusual in this tournament. It's honestly 2 seniors going against each other. It is a young sectional this year. A lot of freshmen and sophomores. 40% of the wrestlers in this tournament, freshmen and sophomores, which is a good sign for the sport. Hardy taking him out on the shot, and we're going to go neutral again with 1:15 remaining in the first period.
This match is just a great back and forth match. As Sparrow gets 2 points.
Tries to sink the leg in and misses, goes upper body now with the wing. Hardy surfboarding, now he's up to his base. And they roll out of bounds. 43 seconds remaining in the first period.
Great job there by Sparrow, keeping his hips right, staying under on that roll.
I tell you, Hardy, he is one of the more flexible wrestlers. I know that one of my wrestlers last year had to go against him. And he gets into some positions, you start worrying, and then all of a sudden he's on top. So got a caution on the Penn wrestler.
Yeah, like what you're saying, with him in those funky positions. Early in the match, Sparrow had that deep single in, and Hardy on one leg just kind of rolled almost and got out of it, and we're back neutral. Sparrow gets that leg in.
He's got the half in. He's getting near fall criteria. Going chest to chest now. This could be an issue. Like I told you, very flexible, Hardy. Coming out of it.
And the ref goes down.
Down goes Troyer, Mr. Troyer. 3 near fall. That'll bring it to 5-0. We'll fix the headgear here for Washington, and we will continue with Sparrow in the offensive position. 13 seconds remaining in the first period.
That was a little crazy right there. We got Todd Hardy's hair flying everywhere, ref going down. Vince Sparrow and the glitter singlet out there. We got everything going on in this match.
There we go. Looks like South Bend Riley's up 3-1 on the second period over in the other mat while we're sitting here waiting. And back to action. Hair is back in place. Sparrow again trying to sink the leg in. That's the end of our first period. Sparrow from Penn 5-0 over Hardy of South Bend, Washington. Washington defers the call.
And it looks like over here on the third, fourth place match, Jordan Bonk gets the pin against Javante Jacobs from Riley.
Came back from a 3-1 deficit to get the fall from Mishawaka, adding up some more team points for him. Hardy in the offensive and throws him out of bounds. Drew, you're getting quiet. You're not warming up for 160. All right, you can jump in anytime you want. I know we're getting closer and closer to your weight class. You're thinking of warming up.
Yeah, just this match is so back and forth. I'm kind of locked in on what's going to happen next. As Hardy transitioning to a double, gets the lift, and Sparrow's going to crotch lift and throw him over his shoulder.
1:38 remaining in the second period. Again, Hardy, the number 2 seed in the tournament for Washington, a senior with a 20-3 record coming in. Sparrow, number 1 seed, senior at 25-6 coming in. Sparrow with the 5-0 lead.
Hardy looking to lock up a cradle.
Thought the official was going to call him neutral, but he's going to take him back down. I totally agree with that call. There was no control.
It looked close. And Sparrow gets to his feet again. Is he going to get the escape here?
Sparrow keeps coming up, and Hardy keeps going back to the legs. And coach from Penn was heading to ask a question. The official must have answered it quickly without going to the table.
Both these guys, from the way this match is going, they both like to wrestle right on the outside of that circle. We've seen a lot of wrestling just sitting out there. Like here we are again, right on the outside. That's where all the action's happening. It looks like Sparrow's going to get an escape at least, and 2.
I was going to say, you got to at least give him 1, but that's 2. That's a reversal for Penn. That brings Sparrow up 7-0, 57 seconds remaining in the second period. Are they updating team scores as they're going, or?
Yeah, the team scores were updated last time I checked.
You keep looking at that.
And the team score right now, Mishawaka's in first place with 275. Penn's in second place with 233. And South Bend Riley's in third place with 227.
Tight for second and third still. .30 seconds remaining in the second period. Sparrow's up 7-0 on Hardy from South Bend, Washington. Sparrow trying to go with the wing here.
Sparrow has a half Nelson and the wrist, goes to the 2-on-1 as time runs out. We go to the third period with the score 7-0. Vince Sparrow over Todd Hardy.
Hardy's going neutral. He called neutral on this one, which is appropriate, being down 7-0. He's got to be looking for that 5-point move right here, trying to set up the shot.
Hopefully see a little throw show here, a little.
That'd be nice. 1:30 remaining. Sparrow with the attempt.
Hardy in on the shot, and there they are, out of bounds once again.
I mean, we're looking at 1 minute here into the third period, down 7-0.
He's not really doing much on his feet.
No, I mean, this is aggressive time. We're under 1 minute. We're down by 7. You're going to have to take the risk.
He seems like he's almost trying to keep his distance from him, waiting for him to do something.
At this time, you cannot be a defensive wrestler. You have to be an offensive wrestler. You have to take the chance. I mean, if the chance doesn't work, what is it going to do? You know, you're going to be down 9-0 instead of 7-0. I mean, you got to take the chance.
And there's again Sparrow in on that single. Sparrow looking like he's going to get that too.
He's got the leg hooked. He's just got to come up.
And he's going to get it.
Not going to give it to him.
Not going to give it to him.
33 seconds.
And Penn's Coach Hunsberger's hobbling over there. Him with his bad knee, bad leg.
Now, I mean, the question here for Coach Hunsberger, you're giving the kid down 7-0 a breather.
Yeah.
You know, who's getting the advantage here? You know you're not going to get the call. The official's already made his decision. So, I mean
7-0 with 30 seconds left. What is an extra 2 points?
Exactly. All you're doing is giving the opponent down a chance. And Sparrow's going to get takedown. He's going to make it 9-0. Again, you got to take. Hardy had to take the chance. It failed, and you got to go for it when it's 7-0. So 9-0. 10 seconds remaining. This is 132 sectional championship. It's good to see a match going 6 minutes in the finals.
Yep, and your champion at 132 is Vince Sparrow from Penn High School.
Coming up next at the 138-pound weight class in the championship round, it'll be Droshawn Lewis of South Bend. Riley coming in at a 29-7 record against Isaac Valdez of Mishawaka at a 4-3 record. And at the fourth place match, it'll be Cheryl Williams of South Bend St. Joe going off against Miguel Penaloza from South Bend Clay.
Valdez, a surprise of the tournament, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The biggest surprise of this tournament so far. Taking out slates from Penn and then coming in right now, banging with Droshawn Lewis. Lewis gets the front headlock. And he's going to
try to cradle it.
And he's going to get his 2 right there. Lewis has just been completely dominant this season. His senior season, he's going out with a bang, I can tell you that much.
This is the power part of Riley's with 3 number 1 seeds back to back to back here.
Yeah, between Lewis, Norton, and Marsh,
yeah,
they're dominant forces for South Bend Riley.
All 3 entities, looking to go to the show. So we're sitting here, we're going out of bounds, 1:13 remaining in the first, 2-0. Riley.
Did he really lose to her?
I guess.
We have a minute remaining in the period. Lewis up 2-0 on Valdez. Looking to get that cradle. See, Lewis isn't the biggest guy, so getting that cradle's got to be tough.
Yeah, he was bending them a little wrong way there. Potentially dangerous on that cradle. It's like St. Joe and Clay in the consolation match over on the other mat. Looking for a tilt here for near fall. We're right by the inbounds line. .27 seconds remaining in the first period. We're going to have a caution here on red, which would be the Mishawaka Wrestler. Trying to get that jump, got cautioned. Again, Lewis looking for the tilt. Crossface.
And that's going to be the period.
End of the first period, 2-0.
Over on the fourth place match, Penaloza defeated Cheryl Williams.
That's 2 girls already advancing to the regional here.
There you go. Lewis with another 2 for the Wildcats. Try and drag him back in. Lewis constantly controlling the near arm. Chopping on it again to controlling the outer arm. Pretty much ankle locking the near leg.
Seems like Valdez has spent this whole match on bottom so far. With Lewis just keeping great hips, great control on top.
Going to go back to the middle, 37 seconds remaining in the second period. Lewis from Riley with the lead, 4-0.
Valdez up to his feet, and Lewis back on top. With about 25 seconds remaining in the period, Lewis is going to stand him up, go neutral, making it 4-1.
.15 seconds. Got to do something with it. If you're going to give him that point, you got to get that takedown. And now we're going to give one up for unsportsmanlike conduct. Now it's 4-2. Lewis with 10 seconds remaining. He's got to try to make up that 2 points he just gave away for nothing. And we're going into the third period. Lewis on top, 4-2 for Riley. Mishawaka will have the choice in the third period. We're going neutral.
It looks like he's going to get poked in the eye there. Coach Flatt is not very happy with that.
He's going, all right, poke in the eye. Where's the 1 point and recovery time? How can it?
From up here, it did not look like the poke in the eye was intentional, but
No.
you never know.
Again, setting up to the head, you always have the chance of doing that, and that is one of the cursors that you can possibly lose a point by going to the head as you're setting up for the takedown.
Lewis with the rush in there.
Nice try on the leg pick from Mishawaka there. Lewis just not being really aggressive. We're just going to play defensive wrestling here.
Neither guy very aggressive here in this third period.
You got to be looking at the Mishawaka guys just happy as heck to be here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Riley guy is just, and he just got 2 to make it 6-2 now. He's going to release him again. You got to let him go to give him the point. Okay, no escape at all. Nope, no escape.
He never lost control, so.
Nope. He's going to bring him back up to make it 6-3. 107 remaining in the third period.
And we do see that a lot, guys thinking they cut somebody, hopping right back on top, and then not getting extra points. And there he's going to get his extra.
Head's got to come out, and there he goes. 8-3 now. Let's see if he's going to let him up one more time. Try to take him down again. And we're neutral. 44 seconds remaining in the third. Lewis with an 8-4 lead for the Riley Wildcats.
The clock not running here. Lewis is just standing stationary.
Again, Lewis does not have to be aggressive at this time. it's Mishawaka's job to do it. And Lewis gets the takedown.
And cuts him.
So we're looking at 10-5 right now. 20 seconds remaining in the sectional finals here.
And Lewis is going to score again, making it 12-5. And he cuts him one more time.
12-6.
Valdez shooting again.
2-1, and sectional champion, Deshaun Lewis, South Bend Riley. At the 138-pound weight class, Mishawaka sectional.
And coming up next for the 145-pound weight class, it'll be Simeon Norton from South Bend Riley coming in with a 29-7 record against Keegan Mabey of Mishawaka, who comes in with a 16-15 record. And in the fourth place match, it'll be Grant Mallory from Penn against Austin Willis from South Bend Clay.
We were talking about Hardy getting into some interesting positions. Watch Norton. He gets into some very interesting positions when he's out there.
Well, Keegan maybe the same way. They both wrestle that funky way, like bend me this way, I'll bend you that way type wrestling. So this will be a fun one. Last time they wrestled, it was pretty close. It was a great match, a lot of action. As maybe gets that front head and the leg, and he just stays on that front head with an underhook.
Norton gets his head back up.
And Norton
Takedown.
with the takedown. Nice funky takedown right there from Norton, just kind of.
Leg sweep and go at it. Another one that likes to work the legs.
And I guarantee if we see Keegan maybe on top of this match, legs will be in also.
Same thing. You have one leg guy going against another leg guy. The other benefit is they also know how to counter the legs.
Yep.
So makes the match a little more exciting. Norton with a 2-0 lead. We're down to 30 seconds in the first period. Did we have a quick one over on the consolation?
Yes, Mallory had a very quick pin over Willis. So Mallory from Penn is third place.
Seems as if we've been sitting in this position for a while now.
No advancement both ways. Let's stalemate it out, bring them back, but the time expires. 2-0 with Norton from South Bend Riley in the lead. Mishawaka choice, he defers. Riley's choice is going to take the defensive position to start the second period.
And like I said, don't be surprised if we see legs ran in this one.
Norton getting up before the legs get set in.
Both wrestlers wrestling on their hips. And Norton gets the reversal.
4-0, 1:30 remaining in the second period. Norton from South Bend Riley with the lead. And here we go with some more legs.
As we talked about before, I believe it was at the NIC, we got to see James Smith wrestle Simeon Norton. As we both know, those guys, if they're not pinning out the spladle, they may not pin anybody. So it was great seeing those two guys just go at it, rolling and rolling. Both wrestlers, great wrestlers here from this area.
He's got the near leg. He's trying to sling it around. Now we're going to go to the far side, get the arm. Ouch. Looking for a half there with no luck. Gonna go back upper body, try to sink both legs in.
As Norton wrestling from his hips. With 10 seconds remaining in the period, Norton remains up 4-0.
Mishawaka choice, looks like he's gonna go neutral, down 4-0 going into the third period. Got to tell the fan club to leave you alone during the match, man. He's answering fan mail while we're doing the broadcast here.
I'm actually checking the team scores right now. As Mishawaka does remain on top. Up 32 on Penn at the moment.
Norton getting the takedown, going to 6-0.
And I've wrestled with Maybe in the room plenty of times, and don't count him out of this one, right? Not yet. Not until it's over.
Ooh, Norton got that one arm. Just missed that one arm to get to near fall criteria. Gonna hook the wrists again.
Personally, I've been wrestling with Maybe in the room. I'll have him on his back. Next thing you know, I'm on my back. You never know what's gonna happen with him.
We're under a minute now, 6-0 Norton, South Bend Riley. Third period of the Mishawaka sectionals. 145-pound weight class. And we're going to stalemate. Or as I used to call it when I officiated, I'm bored. Let's try this again. 37 seconds remaining in the championship match here.
Looks like
Near
we're gonna
fall
get some
criteria.
near fall.
And we got 3. That'll be 9-0 now. Norton. Norton expected to be here as the number 1 seed in the weight class. We got a 2 count, so we're probably going to get 2 more points to end the match to final it at 11-0. Your 145-pound weight class champion, Simeon Norton, South Bend Riley.
And coming up next at the 152-pound weight class, it'll be Josiah Marsh from South Bend Riley, who comes in at a 27-5 record against Cameron Powell from Mishawaka at an 18-13 record. And your fourth place match will be James Smith from Penn and Amarian Parker from South Bend St. Joe.
We got to see a little preview of this match in a dual meet the other day with Powell and Marsh, and it was a great match. I believe it ended like 4-3. Marsh beat him late. It was a great match, so I'm excited to see this one.
The senior for Riley going against the sophomore from Mishawaka.
He's going to get,
Marsh looking to cradle out. Two takedown from Marsh.
Marsh wrestling real aggressive. That's usually he's more of a laid back kind of roll with the guy wrestler. Like if you recall last year when I wrestled Marsh in the finals, we both wrestled pretty much the same way, and it finished 1-0. It was probably the boringest match you could watch. But he's coming out here trying to make a statement, it seems like, just coming out aggressive.
Got to have near fall in the pocket here. We're just waiting. It's the same move, so we're still in the same near fall criteria. And there's the fall. Fall at 1 minute, 1 second. Josiah Marsh, South Bend Riley, that power that Riley has in the middle of their team. Blowing kisses to the fans. Official said, calm it down or else, and he did. So we got a consolation match. Second period, 2-2 over there. We got Penn and St. Joe.
Yes, we have it. James Smith from Penn and Amarian Parker from South Bend St. Joe.
Smith was seated second, was he not?
He was.
That's what I thought.
Josiah Marsh winning his first sectional there.
And why didn't he win last year, Drew?
No idea. I don't remember him celebrating like that last year, I can tell you that much.
4-2 St. Joe in the consolation round right now. 1:30 remaining in the second period. I'm going to do the best I can on the time. There's a basket by the clock. It's tough to see, but we'll do the best that we can. Smith with a reversal, tying it up.
I'm hoping I can see the famous James Smith spladle right here.
Working for near fall criteria right by the inbound line. Both Coach Harper and Hunsberger telling them to watch the up, and we're going out of bounds. St. Joe coach going to the table. I think he's going to question if we should have had an escape there with the rollout at the end.
Ten seconds remaining in the second round of the third fourth place match.
Four going into the third period. St. Joe's going to choose the defensive position. False start. Smith hooking the leg.
There it is.
Yeah, he was looking for it.
James looking for, he's got that far shoulder and arm. Looking to get the turn. I think he's going to get it. Oh, doesn't go.
Getting close. Got the elbow in the back. Nope, he's going to give up on it. Try something else here. He's got the near leg hooked. Going with the crossface. Again, the big question at 4-4 is, do you want to go against the number one or you want to go against the number 4 in the regionals? Right here. Or number 1 or number 2, excuse me. And I thought he would stalemate it, and he does.
We got a minute remaining. It's tied up at 4.
What we got coming up here in the championship round?
Coming up next at 160 is going to be AJ Steenbeck from Penn, coming in with a record of 18-5. And he's going to go up against Johnny Scott from South Bend St. Joe with a record of 20-3. Another 1-2 seed meeting in the championship round.
Timeout, what do we have? Injury time?
It looks like it. I believe James Smith has a shoulder issue going on.
Okay. 59 seconds in the third period, 4-4, and we got another caution for the bottom man, and that'll be 1 point. Now Smith will be up 5-4. And who are we going to hit this time? Now we're going to hit Smith. So there's the point. We're going to make it up. Now it's going to be 5-5. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. 6-4. Called it on the St. Joe Wrestler again. What a tough way to possibly lose a match with 2 cautions and 2 points given up on that.
Oh.
But could tie it up with the reversal right here, 6-6.
And he's going to get back.
Uh-oh, near fall.
Looks like he got a couple there.
Let's see. 2 near fall. Wow, what a comeback. What a comeback. 8-6.
What a win.
Oh, gave him 3 near fall. 3 near fall. Coming back. Could have lost it 6-4. Comes back 9-6 for the consolation 3rd place.
And again, coming up next at 160, AJ Steenbeck from Penn with a record of 18-5 against Johnny Scott from South Bend St. Joe, record of 20-3. And then in the 3rd, 4th place match, it'll be Timothy Brown from South Bend Riley and Brady Hunsberger from Mishawaka. And we are underway.
As I've seen both these guys wrestle plenty, I've wrestled Johnny Scott a couple times here from St. Joe. And I know they're both upper body wrestlers right here. We're going to be seeing a lot of underhooks and overhooks banging on the head.
Ooh. As heading out, and we're going to get a takedown. Jay Steinbeck, Penn with the takedown, 2-0, 132 remaining in the 1st. Looking for a wing, far wrist.
And he's got it. Is it going to go? It looks like it is.
Near fall criteria going right now. Hooking the head. And the fall, 58 seconds.
And a nice win there by Steinbeck.
St. Joe coach questioning a figure 4 to the head, I think, right there at the end with the official, but it never locked behind.
Yeah.
So we'll go on over to the other side, Constellation. We got a caveman over there and a Wildcat, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
We have Brady Hunsberger from Mishawaka, and then we have Timothy Brown from South Bend Riley.
As Brown goes up 4-2 and then cuts him, just lets him right up. Making it 3-4, and Hunsberger goes in for the shot. Looks like we're going to see a bulldog. Nope, doesn't go.
Hunsberger trying the headlock.
A nice lift return. Takedown in, cuts him again, making it 4-6.
What is your philosophy on the takedown release, takedown release, takedown release wrestling?
I'm not a fan. If you can,
I am not.
If you can just cut a guy like that, might as well turn him.
I am not. You know, I understand you're really good at takedowns and everything, but there's more to wrestling than takedowns, and I just... Because that one time you think you're going to get the takedown, then you get thrown, and then, you know, you've dominated the whole match, and all of a sudden, now I've lost.
Yep.
Riley with another takedown and another release. Be 8-5.
And earlier in the year when I wrestled Brown, it was more like the first period he came out just going, and then that second period, that third period, was a whole different wrestler. So I don't know if that's going to happen here, as he's got the 5-10 lead.
We're going to stalemate it, and it looked like it was running out of time anyways. Riley's going to choose neutral going into the third period. Now official showing 2 minutes. They only had 1 minute on the clock, that's why.
Like I said, this is a totally different wrestler we're seeing now already. Standing straight up. Oh, Hunsberger could have got that throw. He slipped back a little bit. I thought he was going to get it.
Side-to-side situation where the higher head prevails, and Riley gets a takedown going up 12-5 now. And like you said, totally different in the third period now. We're not releasing and taking down. We're going to try to ride this thing out with a 7-point lead now. And it's just to be known, too, we had a warning of stalling because he didn't make an attempt to bring him back down, and then he brings him down. The reason why this gentleman from Mishawaka is wrestling in the consolation match is due to an injury to the varsity wrestler from Mishawaka, Mr. Mason.
Yeah, it's tough.
I wish you a good recovery and a better, awesome season next year for you.
I appreciate it.
You're a class act on the mat, and you're a class act on the mic, and we love to have you on the mic, but I'd prefer to see you on the mat.
I wish I was down there too, trust me. But you know, if you can't be down there, might as well be up here.
There you go. You're doing a fantastic job.
I appreciate it.
You're carrying me very well. 14-6 the final score.
And now coming up at the 170-pound weight class, we'll have Cody Timmerman from Mishawaka coming in with a 22-7 record, and he'll go against Kenneth Lax from South Bend Clay, who has a 10-7 record. Then in the fourth place match, it'll be Josh Hicks from South Bend Riley, and then Josiah Williams from Penn.
Drew, in your opinion, where do you think the cutoff is technology-wise on a wrestler? What weight class do you go from the speed and strength to the just being a bulldog? Are we looking, into the 195s? You think 170s more?
I'm thinking 60. From the way I wrestled,
60? Well, yeah, that's true.
My wrestling changed completely when I hit there.
You say you start getting into the bigger weight classes, you're not looking at people using legs. It's more brute force and so on.
Like I've been at 38, 45, 52, and 60, and they're all totally different.
Yep.
When you're down there at 38, you got those squirmy guys that are trying to run legs, trying to roll you out, do all this, and then once you get up to that 160 level, it's all just pretty much just who gets to overhook and underhook the strongest or quickest and snaps you down.
Mishawaka got away with one. He had the headgear.
Yeah, as we see Cody Timmerman, he likes to get your head moving. Cody Timmerman wrestles best right there. That front head with your head under your own waist is where he likes to be. I've wrestled with him probably every day of this season, and that's all he does. Once he gets your head below your waist, you're done.
Going home with a headache a few times.
Yep.
There you go.
For sure. As there it is again, that front head from Timmerman. As he puts him down, he's going to put him to his back. And Timmerman's sitting nicely there.
A lot of time with 48 seconds remaining. We're inbound. Posting the arm out. Drew making the fall call from up here, but the official did not see that.
Yeah, I don't have a bias in this one.
5-0, 25
And he puts
seconds
him right
remaining.
back there. As they're going to go back to the center.
2 more near fall will make it 7-0. 19 seconds remaining in the first. I got to go home and work on saying technology. He's going to bring him up. Nope. Technical violation. What? Is his shoe untied? He's giving him a technical violation and starting injury time. That's what I'm trying, what exactly it is. I'm going to guess he spit his mouthpiece out or something. I'm not sure. But it gives Mishawaka Timmerman another point, 8-0, 19 seconds remaining in the first.
And, oh.
And that's the end of the first period.
An update here on the fourth place match. Williams from Penn is up 5-4 on Hicks from Riley with 1:10 left in that match, the second period.
Which team point wise is probably important. Penn against against Riley, the second and third placers right now. Placements. Those updated team scores. How much more is Mishawaka up now?
You can check that right now. Mishawaka is currently up on Penn, 274 to 248. With South Bend Riley right behind Penn with 245.
Tight.
So this match right here could be a difference maker in that third, fourth place match.
Stalling warning on play. I mean, second period, 1 minute left. Mishawaka up by 11. Is it stalling or is it out wrestled?
And he's looking to go, and Turman put him
Posting
to his
the
back,
arm.
and he's going to roll right
rolled
through
right
it.
out. Nice job. Quick enough roll where we did not have near fall criteria. 30 seconds remaining in the second period, 11-0. Mishawaka's Timmerman.
Over on the third place match, Williams from Penn pins Hicks from Riley.
Got the pin with 2 seconds remaining in the second period. Always nicer to get the fall instead of the tech fall,
Yep,
right?
for sure.
There you go. Fine job by the Mishawaka champion.
And now we are up to the 182-pound weight class, where we will see Joseph Walker from Mishawaka coming in at an undefeated 21-0 record, going off against Ahmad Al-Khalil from South Bend Riley at a 15-3 record. And in the third, fourth place match, it'll be Shaquem Crawford from South Bend Adams, and then it will be Josh Pollock from Penn.
You know, that's just not something you see all the time. Guys just going right at Joe Walker.
Walker's just so amazingly fast. It's just. I mean, what are you going to do against him? You got to take a chance. You just got to take a chance.
I'm going to think that's the end of it.
That
There
is.
it is.
And he'll get a pin 16 seconds.
16 seconds. Your champion at 182 pounds, senior from Mishawaka, Joseph Walker.
So we'll go over now to the third, fourth place match, where it is even with 20 seconds left in the first period.
And I believe they already wrestled this today. I believe this match has already been wrestled today. And Pollock took the win in the first matchup today.
And again, another scenario where we're talking about the South Bend schools. Are they going to help or hurt Riley in the second place, or Penn into the second place? Here we go, Penn against Adams. We had a Clay in the finals the match before. So as of right now, Mishawaka with the commanding lead with the Penn in second place, Riley in third. So I never hear you talk about how is it to wrestle Mr. Walker in the wrestling room.
You don't really wrestle, Joe. You just kind of.
Hang on.
Yeah. It's not very fun, I can tell you that much. Between him, LaPlace, and JT, those guys, oh my. When you get put in a group with them, it's like, all right, I'm ready for this to be over. It's not fun at all.
That's when you get done, you shake their hand and say, thank you for being on my team.
For sure.
We're in the second period in the consolation round, no score.
Let me tell you, Cody Turman, though, he loves wrestling Joe in the wrestling room every day. He's looking for Joe. Cody Turman's going to be great, I'm telling you. He's one of my buddies. He's going to be fantastic. He already is. Just won a sectional, got the fall there.
There you go.
He's looking to be great.
Adams trying to sink in a cradle there for a little bit. They're at the inbound line. We're going to see if they're going to go out or we're going to stay on the mat.
And he's going to lock up the cradle. Getting near fall.
Coming up, we have our other undefeated senior from Mishawaka, number 1 seed Jacob LaPlace at 195. Another Penn Mishawaka war coming up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Correct, Jake LaPlace from Mishawaka, 32-0 on the year. Well, he'll go out face off against Ben Call from Penn, coming up at 195.
Three to 0 for Adams in the second period here. What have we got, about 18 seconds left? Official nailing him for a caution. He didn't have the hand on the belly. We're at the end of the second period now. Adams up on Penn 3-0 on our consolation mat, 182 pounds. Penn's going to bring him up to the neutral position where we'll go 4-0. Did they meet in the NIC finals, Drew, here at 195,
yes, they did, yep.
if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
And takedown for Adams to make it 6-0 in the consolation round at 182 pounds, 124 remaining. Again, the important part with the consolation is, do you want to go against a sectional champion or you want to go against a sectional runner-up?
Sometimes that can be a big difference.
Yeah. As you can tell by the 16-second win at the 182 weight class. 6-1 now, Adams leading.
And that's going to be it.
Just as a reminder, coming up now at 195 is the undefeated 32-0 Jacob Laplace from Mishawaka against the 25-10 Ben Call from Penn. Third, fourth place match is going to be Commander Jenkins from Riley and Xavier Brown from Washington.
There's a place in there.
Nice shot.
And he goes right to his back.
Wow.
Another 16-second
16
pin.
seconds. So there's no bragging rights between the two. Jacob Laplace, your 195 champion, Mishawaka Sectional.
Go ahead. It looked like Ben Cowell tried to throw a punch over there on the Mishawaka coach.
Really? Nice.
I believe that is what happened. Looked like he was going at Brandon Dillenbach. He moved out of the way just in time.
Wow. Consolation match there. Xavier Brown from Washington is a senior with a 21-6 record. Commander Jenkins, a junior, came in with a 13-10 record for the Wildcats. Looks like Jenkins is up 2-1. They're in neutral position after the escape by Brown. Last two matches here in the championship remind me of the MMA fight recently. Glad nobody had to pay money for pay-per-view on those two matches, both of them going 16 seconds. And again, going back to what we were talking about earlier, the takedown, release, takedown, release. That's the way you do it out there at the last two championships.
For sure.
Get the job done, go home, prepare for regionals.
Yep.
Commander Jenkins with the 4-1 lead over Xavier Brown in our consolation 195 match. Caution on Riley. Brown with the escape for Washington. We'll go back to neutral with the 4-2 score now.
That's going to close up the second period.
Jenkins with the 4-2 lead. Just going to the defensive position to start third period. Official gave him the escape, which makes it 5-2. Brown needs to climb up to get the takedown, and does. Makes it 5-4. Still 5-4 with 45 seconds remaining.
Coming up in the championship match for the 220-pound weight class, it'll be Johnathan Thomas of Mishawaka, who's coming in with a record of 24-2, and he'll face off against Alejandro Fuentes Ortiz of South Bend Riley, who holds a record of 22-6.
And the team score remains Mishawaka on top with 292, Penn in second place with 252, and Riley creeping up behind Penn with 245. Looks like we have our winner too.
And that'll be placement points for Riley there, winning third place. Senior night, did these two go against each other?
No, JT did not wrestle senior night.
He didn't?
Nope,
Okay.
he was sick with the flu.
Okay.
And here we go. Johnathan Thomas, 24-2 against Alejandro Fuentes Ortiz, 22-6.
Excellent shot right off the bat for Thomas, getting the takedown.
Thomas would look like a completely different wrestler once he went down to 220 here. He made the switch at the conference meet 2 weeks ago, and he just hasn't looked back. He's wrestling well.
If I'm not mistaken, he won this same weight class last year, did he not?
Yes.
Over on the third, fourth place match, it's Peyton Kendall from Penn. And then it is Elijah Reynolds from South Bend, Washington.
For T's almost making that rookie mistake of reaching back. He got it back in time. So there are no rookies here because we got 2 seniors right now.
Yep.
Wrestling for the championship. Wow, nice. Work the cradle. We're in near fall criterion. Ooh.
Thomas fighting off his
Got him.
back, and he gets the
Wow. Wow. Alejandro Fuentes Ortiz. I think the questionability was, were their feet off the mat when the fall was called? The Mishawaka coaches are questioning. The win is given to the Wildcats.
Didn't see that one coming.
No. Looked like Thomas was controlling very well. Was in near fall criteria, close to pinning him, and then the reversal roll over. Alejandro Ortiz with the win for the Riley Wildcats over Johnathan Thomas. Washington and Penn on the consolation match, 2-2 in the second. Freshman Peyton Kendall.
Drew, if you want to go over some team scores with us.
Yeah, that put that win right there put Riley ahead of Penn, 253 to 252, and then Mishawaka still has a commanding lead with 292.
Coach Mann, speaker for Penn, going over questioning, looks like questioning the scoring.
Coming up next, our final championship match of the day at 285. It'll be Ezekiel, better known as Hezzy Duvalt from Penn against Sergio Bueno from South Bend Riley.
Penn kind of looking quick there on that takedown spin around. There he is again, another takedown.
9-4. And the release goes to 9-5 with the escape.
From what we've seen, it's pretty much just been takedown, escape, takedown, escape.
You don't see that too often with 220s. Reynolds from Washington, a junior. Another takedown there for Kendall, freshman for Penn. Penn coming in today with probably one of the younger rosters. I've seen them many years.
As Kendall leads 11-5 with 15 seconds remaining in the second period.
Eleven to 6 at the end of the second period. Kendall from Penn on top in the consolation round of the 220 weight class.
Kendall hopping over and putting to his back, and he gets the fall.
That should be placement points to put them up back into second place.
Yep.
And this match will probably seal second and third right here, the championship match at 285 pounds.
It'll be Ezekiel, better known as Hezzy, DeVault from Penn, record of 30-2. He'll go up against Sergio Bueno from South Bend Riley with a record of 20-9. In the third, fourth place match, it'll be Garrett Sandifer from Mishawaka against Joseph Phillips from South Bend Adams.
Not mistaken, Sandifer was the second seed coming into today.
Yep.
Yes.
Bueno wrestling very conservative, not trying to.
I would say cautious. That was a good word.
As the vault gets around and gets his 2. And he's going to put him right to his back. And that's going to steal, and that's going to seal it.
32 seconds. 32 seconds to vault from Penn with the fall and the championship in Mishawaka sectionals. And it looks like we're at near fall criteria on the consolation mat.
There's 3, 2.
Phillips is up 5-0 on Sandifer.
As Sandifer's on top, looking to get something going here.
Phillips, a senior with a 24-6 record.
And by the team score right now, it looks like Mishawaka is going to pick up their first sectional title in 10 years today. So first conference championship in 10 years, first sectional in 10 years. Hopefully next week they can get the first regional in 10 years. So
right in Penn's yard.
Yep. Send him 14, there's a good chance. 14 out of 14.
And again, Penn, a young team. Not to say that Mishawaka is a very old team. Say that Phillips got warned for stalling. Up 5-0 in the second period here. Sandifer trying to work into near fall criteria.
And 5 seconds remaining in the second period. Phillips up 5-0. And we're going to go to the third period.
I do have to do a quick shout out to somebody. I promised Mom that I would do this to Big Will Mason, undefeated over at John Young this year, showing his older brother how to get it done. So he's rolling up mats right now, but I had to do a shout out for him.
smart asking you to do that and not me because she knew I wouldn't have done that.
Ooh.
Going for that lat drop, and he's gonna.
We're still going neutral. Nice try.
We've seen that lat drop probably 4 or 5 times today from Phillips, and all of them have gone. So.
I always said to heavyweights that I coach, do you really want to shoot on a 285-pound guy? Throws are a lot easier.
I can tell you I'm 160 pounds, and I don't want to shoot a 160-pound guy. It's like you said, throws are a lot easier.
Yep, a lot easier on your body. That 285 pounds comes down on you. It doesn't feel good. As we're down to the last minute of the sectionals in our consolation round, Joseph Phillips up on Garrett Sandifer. Phillips from Adams, Sandifer from Mishawaka. Take this opportunity to just thank you guys here from the Mishawaka Broadcasting Network. You got all the lovely little toys, something that we didn't have in 1985 when I was broadcasting basketball games for Mishawaka. You guys do a great job. You support the sport well, and great success. Drew, I don't expect you up here next year.
I don't plan on being up here next year.
I expect you on the podium next year. So
I plan on, I can tell you that much. But thank you for being here. Thanks for coming in with all the stats and help. We really appreciate it.
No, enjoyed my time.
All right, guys, on that, I'm going to go celebrate with my team this sectional championship. Thank you, guys.
All right,
thank you,
See
Drew.
you guys.
And with just about 5 seconds left here in this final third-place match,
Sandifer needs a throw right now, and it's not going to happen. And Joseph Phillips gets third place for South Bend Adams.
well, Mishawaka's our sectional champions here, and we're going to just wrap up here rather quickly. And we'd just like to remind you to join us on next Saturday as we will be bringing you the regionals from the Palace at Penn High School. Jim, it's been a blast. Thanks for joining us today.
Appreciate it. Had a lot of fun. Best of luck next week to all the participants going in.
Thank you. And from the Mishawaka Network, it's been Jim Flatt, Drew Mason. I'm Isaac Hayes. We will see you next week.